photos of Kylie that were screenshotted or still shotted from underwater camera footage. And from the parents' perspective, from the mother or the father of Kylie, there's a good possibility that the last moments of her life in that car do not belong to the public. They belong to her parents, and it should be her parents' decision to share those with people or not. When your child dies, and it doesn't matter how old they were, you go out into the world and you collect all the pieces of them that you find to make them whole, and you hold on to those with your entire life and your soul. So when other people have those pieces of your child, and they're dispersing them to the world, pieces that you never get back, those photos should never have been put out there. And the people who continue to share them were not thinking like a parent. Because if you have a child and you can't put yourself in the shoes of the person, the parent of the child that you're covering, then there's a problem with that. The photos of her friends and her family that were put all over the internet, the family will go to the internet. They will go to every social media platform. They will type her name in. I used that information. I did it. I went to every social media platform and I typed my son's name in to finish his baby book because he's not here to do it. Because he's not going to get married. He's not going to have children. I needed to finish his baby book, and that's what I did. So they are going to find these things. Everybody in the chat that was saying, the family has a choice whether to watch this or not. How completely disrespectful and entitled can somebody be? That's their child. That's their family member. That's their child. And what happened was the death of someone else's child became marketing material for a bunch of people who've never met her. They never saw her laugh, smile. They don't know her favorite food. They don't know how she screamed if she got stung by a bee. They don't know anything about her other than what they're hearing all over the place. And so her death and her autopsy reports are plastered all over the internet. If somebody did that with my son, I would probably die. I'm not kidding you. That's the last moment of their life. And it's as equally important as the moment that they were born. It's equally important. The things that make my relationship with my son so much more special than anyone else that he loved and cared about, because I'm the only mom that he ever had. If I give all of those things to the rest of the world, how am I special? How am I his mother? How is my relationship with him special? It's not. If I give everything to everybody else, there are some things that should be completely private to Kylie's family, to Quentin's family, to Abby and Libby's family, to Summer's family, to all of these children. Their family has been lost in all of the chaos and the hecticness. One child. We didn't get a choice. Nobody called and asked Kylie's mom, like nobody called and asked me, is it okay if I take your child? I didn't get the opportunity to beg for his life. I didn't get to plead my life for his. It was not a choice. That was taken from me. And so the statements, all of these, if it's hard as it might be to think about one of your children being dead, imagine it for a moment. That you're the mother or you're the father of this child that you're continuously talking about, her family, her friends, her loved ones. You're talking about them every day, all the time. And it doesn't matter if you have an audience of 1 or you have an audience of 1 million. You're talking negatively about somebody else's child. Those statements can never be taken back. And there's not an apology in the world that can make anybody, that can ever make the parent feel better. The death of someone else's child has become marketing material. It's become weapons for content creators to use against others. It has been the most heinous, disgusting things have been said about this little girl who's 16 years old. Before you make a live stream where you show autopsy reports, where you talk about somebody's period, where you show the last moments of someone's life, someone's child's life underwater in a car, I ask you, what is your intention behind it? Before you make a statement accusing a parent, before you say the words, if that were my child, I would fill in the blank. Before you open your mouth, before you go on a live stream, before you make a video, what is your intention behind it? Because if the intention is to get more viewers, get more subscribers, get members, get a super chat, become popular, YouTube famous, have the scoop, then you're a piece of shit because it's somebody else's child. The intention should be what drives you and motivates you. And if you are a true crime content creator, then put the information out there. If you want to solve a case, pick a cold case. Pick a cold case or something, but still have the integrity and the wherewithal to know that somebody loves and cares about that person that you're talking about. If there is no standard set, this continues and it continues and it gets worse. I don't care who likes who. I don't care who's at what place. The objective should be to get the information out there, not to solve the case. And members, we are as equally responsible as content creators. When they show you who they are, listen and see. If your gut tells you something's not right, back out. It is important for us to completely support likes, views, subscribe, members, super chat, however you support. If you find somebody that's doing good and they have integrity and morals and they're delicate child's death. So I hope I didn't disrespect or piss off anybody because that's not my intention. I'm at the point of deleting the app. I'm just kind of like, each time, I hope that it gets better. And I hope that, accountability is key. I really hope that people can start thinking about if this were my child. And I'm going to say it again. I think you should make money if you are a content creator. You should be supported and you should make money. It's not about the money for me. It's about marketing the death of someone else's child in order to get that money. You can't take it back. You can't apologize for it. There's nothing anybody can say to Kylie's mom or dad that's going to make them respect anybody in this community at this point. There's nothing. I wish it was that easy, but there's not. The things that they hold dearest and closest are being exploited and thrown out to the world. And I want you to hear this.